Hello world, it's your girl, Sarah Appleb, and I am back with my Deeper Than Music segments. Make sure you go cop that Life Equals Growth t-shirt, by the way, www.sarahappleb.net. You can go to my website for that. But yeah, anywho, today I wanted to kick it with y'all about punching versus writing. You know, those who go in the booth and punch and record versus those who write their lyrics, then go record. Now, some years ago, I could say I had punch and misconstrue. I was feeling some type of way about people that punched in. And over time, I had to learn as a recorded artist, it's not what you do, but how you do those things. And I figured out the main thing I didn't care for about those who punched in was the fact that they thought they were superior to those who write. I don't know what it is, but it's some people that got this thing. They got the thing, I no writing, I ain't do no writing. And I don't think it's nothing wrong with that, but it's some people that really think because they didn't write, they colder than the people that didn't write. And it's some people that really need to sit the fuck down and write. Like, I really feel like some people are limiting their capabilities and their flows and things of that nature, ideas, by not taking the time to sit down and write. That's how I do feel in that aspect of creating the art. But when it comes to recording the art, there is a pro to punching in. Now, like me, I had to learn over time, I needed to punch in. Like, I had to start punching in because the way I set my flows up and the way I set my bars up to get the best, clearest takes, sometimes you have to punch in. It's not necessarily about knowing how to rap it all the way through. Sometimes you got to have that breath, that air control. You need to punch in those right bars, those set of bars. Now, like I said, I have this thing where people feel like because they punch in, they're superior to those who write. When all actuality, I kind of look at punching in as like a text to talk form of recording music. Because let's be real here, unless you going in there spitting 8 to 16 bars, 24, 32 straight through, you really can take the time to write. Like the time you taking in between those breaks and those punches is the same type of time some people take to write. Like, let's be real here. So, like, some people get in the booth thing because they said 2-4 bars off the top of the dome. They colder than the motherfucker that wrote 2 to 4 bars down. And I feel like that's bullshit. I personally feel like those that write are a lot more creative on the songwriting format end of things. Those that punch make dope ass freestyles. Don't get me wrong. And I don't think people understand freestyle is not meaning just going off the top of the head. It's basically like a verse or some bars without no like real theme to it. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong, those that punch in usually make dope ass freestylers, but there is an essence, and is value to writing music. And my whole point of making this video, I wanted people to understand that punching and writing is like really no significant difference as far as value when it comes to the artist. Like, please don't get it twisted because you punch in all the time. Please don't get it twisted thinking you colder than the person that write. And just because you write, don't think you also superior to those who punch in, because we do have some people that's dope on the punch end of things. You know what I'm saying? That do know how to just get in that booth, come off the top 4 to 6, wait another 30, 60 seconds, come off the top another 46, and really make a dope ass song. Don't get it twisted. But I just personally feel like there are pros and cons, to both. I personally like to write because I like to write to the flow of the beat. I keep bringing my beat back. But like I said, I don't think you colder because you don't write.